Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. The first of tonight's nightcaps, I get a bit more done on the locomobile engine, get it cleaned off, and I start to put the crankshaft back together, sort of temporarily, just to see how well I can get it running before I do strip the engine to totally rebuild it. In part 2, I make a start on a bronze blanking plug from a Sentinel water injector. It's a strange one, it's a strange thread, so I've got to make a female gauge before I can actually cut them. Anyway, I like to watch it, see what you think. It's probably going to be 3 or 4 videos to get the job actually finished. I went to our local car boot sale, well, local, 20 mile away. It was really good, really hot, lots of stuff there. I bought 1 or 2 items, I'm going to show them. Before I do anything else with the engine, I'm going to wash it off. I've got some soluble degreaser here. It must be good stuff. It's got the fires, it's got the dead fish, it's bad for you, so it'll probably work. And it was very expensive. This is water soluble, so you basically brush it on and then we can pressure wash it off. I will eventually strip the whole thing down and possibly get the frame vapor blasted and painted, I'm not quite sure. But for the minute, I just want it clean so I can work on it. And like 100 years of grime and shite on it. Right, that's much cleaner. You can see the remains of the black paint. Next stage is an airline and some brake cleaner to really finish it off. I'll let the sun dry it out first though. It's taking all the grease and all the shite off it. Really good. That's the stuff, gunk. I didn't know you could still buy that, but obviously you can. This stuff works as well, oven cleaner. See what's rusting already because all the oil's been washed out of it. This is brake cleaner. Right, some WD-40 type stuff, light oil to stop it from rusting. Liberal coating. This will soak into the rust and not get any worse. Some more numbers on there, painting number. It's nice and clean now. I can show where I'm going without getting dirty. I can work on it without getting dirty. I will eventually strip this engine and have the frame painted. Now I've cleaned up the bearings. I've had that one in the lathe and I've had a bit of emery tape on and I polished it up. And it's not the best, but saying that, it's not the worst considering it's like 125-year-old. Obviously I can't get any of them, but what I did manage to do was get some hard steel balls, 7/16 the right size. I've made a little seal to go in there, just a bit of leather belt to go in there, so that goes in there like that, and the bearing goes in, and then the bearing cap goes on like that. So I'll try and sort of assemble this now and see how we get on. First thing to do is put the balls in there, put some grease in. I've got some nice high performance royal purple grease. They didn't have this sort of grease 125 years ago, or they already used it. They basically had animal fat. So we've got some nice modern grease which should do the job. There was 12 balls in each bearing. Nothing to keep the balls apart, no sort of spread. I think there isn't a modern day bearing, but I'm sure we'll manage. Ah, you clumsy bastard, John. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 bearings. Excellent. Then there was a little steel shim that went in there that kept the bearings in place. That's it there. I'll just give it a quick polish up on the wire wheel and I can put that in. Right, so that went in that way just to stop them from all falling out. Like that. That's the corresponding crank pin that goes with it, and that actually isn't too bad at all. I mean, it's pitted, but it's not like the end of the world. That goes in there like that. And that's how the bearing goes together. And that's where the original oil hole was. You see, I'm using assembling it with grease. You'll probably end up getting oiled as well. I don't know what it's going to be used for, what I'm going to put it into, or what's going to happen with it. I really don't know. I just like it, and I like to piss about with stuff like this. Things that were made so long ago and are still working so nicely. Right, so that goes into there. I think I'll put that bit onto the crankshaft, not forgetting to put the leather seal in, and then we'll basically go from there, I think. Just sort of make it up as we go along. Right, I've kind of assembled that one bearing, which goes with the centric rods through there. Like that. Right, that goes in there like that. And that oil seal needs to go into that recess, which is going to be a little bit of a pain in the arse to get in, but it will be possible. That's better. Yep, little thin screwdriver. Look how I could super glue these seals in. I may have to fully tighten that to pull that right through the bearing. I've got to make a proper tool for tightening these. Right, that's better. Now I can get that oil seal into the bearing cap where it's meant to go. I think. Right, I've managed to get that together. I'll put these bolts in loosely now, and I'm going to turn it around and do the other side. I'm just going to put a little bit of grease on these because the bolt holes will be bone dry because we washed it out with a solvent. These are some strange, wonderful size. I remember rightly that big cranky spanner was the only thing that would fit them. A little nip on them, and then we've got to concentrate on the other side. Right, it's gone together, not too bad. Quite noisy, but what's happening is it is quite noisy, but there's no real roughness in them. I had a bit of box sections acting like a speaker amplifying the noise, but it's certainly taken all of the air and float and side play out of it. I've still got those to fully tighten. I've got to make something decent to tighten them up with, but I'm quite happy with the way it's gone so far. I managed to get new ball bearings as well for the big ends. It'll be the next thing to do. These glands will all want repacking as well while I'm on. I may do that later. All this valve, all this linkage can be cleaned up and polished at a later date. I did clean up these ones when they were off. Oil holes in the eccentrics. I think the engine's mounted like up over like that in the car. If I took it off that bit of box section, it would sound a lot better. Acting like a drum.